Hey everybody, Sarah here. So today I'm going to be talking about the remainder of all of the breeding project pairs that I have coming up in 2024. I know I said I was only going to make it 2 videos, but it turns out there were so many that I had to make it 3 videos. So I hope that you enjoyed the last 2. I hope you enjoyed this one. Thank you to all the members on this channel for helping to make everything possible. If anybody else would like to become a member, you can click join under any video to do so. And depending on which level you pick, you get different perks. Also, thank you to Reptilinks for helping to support this channel. If you would like to use my code SarahSnake27 at checkout at reptilinks.com, you will get a discount on some amazing food for your snakes. And please remember, I have a website, sarahsnakeshop.com, where I sell corn snakes and corn snake accessories. I have a lot of t-shirts right now, so if anybody's wanting a Sarah Snake Shop t-shirt, I have a couple of them in the background here that are already tie-dyed. I do tie-dye these myself, so you can do custom colors if you want, or you can just get it in white. So here's one that's already made. This one is the smallest size that I have right now, and it's the last in a small. And here is the red, white, and blue fireworks one. It's the largest size that I have right now. I believe this is a double XL. Once I sell out of these t-shirts, I will never have a t-shirt like this again. There's a good chance that I will do t-shirts eventually, but this will be like whenever I run out of this style, that's it. I'm never having this specific style again. So if you are wanting a style like the ones that you see behind me, now is the time to get them. So the first pair that I have on my list here is Candy Corn. A lot of people don't know that I have this snake. She was one that was sort of dropped off to me sometime this summer. She's a beautiful, beautiful normal. She might be from like a southern Florida line of some kind. She has a little bit of a Keys look to her, but also a little bit of a Miami look to her, but also not quite exactly either of those. I plan on breeding her to Frangipani. Because Frangipani has a lot of different, very common mutations in there. He is Anery and Amel, and he's het for Carmel and Motley. So having all of that, you know, I get to test for 4 things all at once. Okay, same shirt, different day. I do want to take a quick cut in here and say the day that I am recording this, Barczyk has just passed away. So everybody please just go send some love to his family. I'm going to link a video above that is his goodbye video. If anybody has ever been touched by BHB reptiles or Brian, especially in a positive way, please just go give that family some love. I have decided to be a sort of legacy donor, and so I got the silver tier plaque. It's going to be on the way soon. I definitely recommend to anybody, if you can afford to do anything financially for them, please do. If you can't, I know that they understand that. Just be there to love them and support them. Now I'm going to get on with the rest of my breeding projects. Seems kind of like emotional whiplash to talk about one thing and then the other thing, and now we're back. But I just wanted to interject here and say that to you guys. The next pair that I want to talk about is Sprinkles with Rolled. And Sprinkles is my odd female. I know a lot of people have talked about maybe not breeding odd females because they are notorious for not being able to get up to size for breeding, and that's kind of like a big issue with this morph, is it kind of just causes them to grow really slow. However, Sprinkles is a big girl. Like, she's not gonna have any trouble passing eggs. I'm in fact going to be reducing her feeding a little bit because she's getting a little squishy in the back end, and so I'm going to be upping her exercise and taking down the food a notch. That being said, I plan to put her to Rolled, who is also a het odd. He's a little small. He's a couple years old, and he's still barely big enough to breed, and as a male that's saying something, but that's just part of what the odd mutation does, even in het form, and so I'm hoping that he will be up to the task. If he is not, I may actually breed Sprinkles to Merlin. Merlin is an ultramale anery male. We'll see. I do think it would be really cool to get some like ultramales that are het odd. I think that'd be awesome. The next pair is Shulk and Creeper. This is another one that's going to be in the golden, possible het golden project. Shulk is a Motley female, and she is het for Lava, so I may end up breeding her to Melon Slice instead, but Melon Slice is already going to be really busy. Melon Slice already has 3 to 5 females that he's assigned to this coming year, and so I've decided that probably Shulk will go with one of the other boys, Creeper, Vex, Slime, any of them. Since they are het stripe, we will be getting some of those like Motley stripe visuals from them at least. However, I may change my mind and put her to Melon Slice and go the Lava route instead. because that's another chance of us getting lava golden. Some of these in here, not really sure if I'm going to end up breeding the females or not. So, because they're a little young, a little small, just barely coming up on breeding size. And so I'm kind of iffy on whether or not they're going to breed. But Elora is one of those. Elora is a snake that I don't really talk about that much, but she is a lavender and she's het sun-kissed. So of course I'd like to breed her to Dianthus if she is big enough, who is a lavender sun-kissed. Lori is another one that I'm not sure is going to be big enough, but she is the BHB line het scaleless that I purchased. And if she is big enough, and if the male het scaleless that I have, his name is Noah, if he's big enough, then I will try to breed them. Again, this is one of those that's really up in the air, because if either one of them can't breed, I probably just won't breed either of them at all this year. Another one that's kind of on the verge is Thistle. She is a lavender. She was sold to me as a red coat lavender. And I also plan to put her to Dianthus. I do have a male moonstone as well, but I would so much rather go the like sun-kissed route with this line than go like the moonstone route. Another one that will probably not be ready, but I've been thinking about it, is Bandit. She is my palmetto female, and she was actually produced by Travis Whistler, sold to someone else, and then sold to me. But I would breed her to Copper, who is my hypo het for palmetto, or maybe even Clyde, who is my anery, who is het palmetto. But I think Clyde is going to be a little small. He's still pretty young for breeding. Back to breedings that I'm like 99% sure I'm going to try, because the females are all up to size. The next one is Bjorn. She's an Okatee. She's het for anery. I plan to breed her to Tetris, who is my Tessera Okatee. And he's also a het for anery. I believe he's also het for amel. And so we're going to be getting some nice like Tesseras and Okatees. Whitaker is the next one on this list. I plan to breed her to Merlin. Again, he's my ultramel anery male. She's het for Motley, and he's possibly het for Motley, so that will also determine if he carries that Motley het, hopefully. Peach is the next one. She is a Halo Snow, and I plan to breed her to Oscar, who's a Green Blotch Snow. Marceline is the next one on this list, and you guys probably don't even know about Marceline, but she is an ultramel anery tessera that I purchased with some of the other snakes this year. She was kind of just like in a group of snakes. So this year I plan to breed Marceline to probably Nectarine, because I don't have too many females for Nectarine to go to anyway, and I love that ultramel anery to snow combination, so we get a 50-50 split of each, but we'll also get some tesseras in there, and some of those will also be halo. I think that would be really cool. Andrea is the next one on this list, and I have her going to Frangipani. Andrea is a Halo Snow Motley, and she's possibly het for stripe, which I'm not going to be testing her for that specifically this year, but Frangipani is a Halo Snow who is het for Motley, known het for Motley, and so with them we'll get a nice mix of the Halo Snows, Halo Snow Motleys, regular Snow Motleys, and maybe even some Green Blotch Snows and Green Blotch Snow Motleys. That would be really cool. And the last one on this list is Nicorn. Nicorn is a mask, and she's got a ton of hets. She's het for Charcoal, Sun-Kissed. She's het for Amel, I believe. Like, she has a lot of hets and possible hets. She's possibly het to Fuse. There's a lot going on. She's an outcross for my Flare line. Last year I bred her to Pepsi, and I still have her as probably breeding to Pepsi this year again. I really liked the babies that I got out of that clutch, and Pepsi's the only male that I know of that will definitely give me morphs with her. And if I bred Nicorn to any other male, I could not be guaranteed as many morphs as I would be getting with Pepsi. As for now, Pepsi is the only one that has the most morphs and hets that could produce the most variety with Nicorn that I know of. So that's going to be the end of this series. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate you guys. Please remember to like, subscribe, share, all that stuff. At the end of this month, I'm going to do a video on all of the babies that I produced that I held back this year. I've kind of done a few member videos here and there of just, you know, showing off some of the snakes, but I really want to do a whole like show off video for you guys of all the babies that I'm planning on keeping from 2023. So I hope that you enjoyed, and I will see you in a new video soon.